People only care about things that are connected to them. Think about it. Every time you go outside, you see a lot of people, right? How many of them do you actually notice? Do you remember the people you were standing with at the traffic light? Probably not, right? Unless you ran into someone you know. The rest are just passing by, like extras in a scene. They're just people, but who they are. If you think about it, their faces are just a blur. Nothing stands out. That's because people only really see what matters to them. If something has no connection to them, they don't register it. Even if it's right in front of their eyes, it's like it's not there. Now, let me ask you, how many people wearing white shirts did you notice the last time you went out? Don't know? That's normal. If you ask anyone else, they wouldn't know either. Why? Because there was no reason for your brain to remember. There was no relevance. So your brain just brushed it off. They were all just background noise. But now, imagine I told you this. Every time you see someone in a white shirt, I'll give you $10. What do you think will happen? The next time you go out, you'll start paying attention to every single person, scanning for white shirts. Why? Because suddenly, there's something in it for you. Now it matters. The connection has been made. The funny thing is, you've seen people in white shirts before, but you couldn't tell me how many. Now you can. So, what's going on here? What does this tell us about human nature? Well, just like you saw those people as unimportant background extras, they saw you the same way. At that traffic light, to them, you were just a passerby. You didn't matter to their lives, and they didn't matter to yours. It's the same all around the world. If you don't connect to what people care about, you're just a blur to them, an insignificant presence that shows up for a moment and disappears without a trace. So, how do you make sure you're not just a passing face in someone else's life? What's the best way to stand out so that, instead of fading away, you leave a lasting impression? Do you need to put on flashy clothes or dress in bright colors? Sure, that might help a little. But there's something much more powerful than that. Something simpler. And it works every time. I'll tell you what it is. Do you know what the most attention-grabbing sound is for anyone? The moment someone hears it, their brain lights up. They instantly know, without a doubt, that the person is talking to them. It's that powerful. Want to know what it is? Any guess? It's the name. Their own name. Yes. The most attention-grabbing sound for anyone is their own name. Let me explain why. Let's say there's a little girl named Mary. From the time she could understand, people have been calling her by that name. She's learned that Mary means her. It's not just a word. It's her identity. When she introduces herself to others, she says, "I'm Mary." And when others call the name Mary, she knows it's directed at her, and only her. That's why, to grab someone's attention, nothing works better than their own name. It's the most powerful sound to their brain. So, when you call someone by their name, you're showing them respect and value. You're telling them, "I see you, and you matter to me." Think about it. How many strangers do you meet every day? And how many names do you care to remember? Calling someone by their name is like saying, "You're not just a face in the crowd. You're important to me. It's the fastest way to connect and make an impact. Remember how I said relationships are a two-way street? When you treat someone with that level of respect, using their name, they'll treat you back in the same way. They'll start seeing you as important too. To wrap it all up, people only pay attention to what's relevant to them. If something isn't connected to their life, they don't see it, even if it's right in front of them. They won't hear it, even if you're shouting. People are focused on themselves and their own lives. But there's one sound that has the power to grab anyone's attention. It's a sound so powerful that it makes them feel like you really care about them. It makes them feel respected and valued. That sound is their name. No matter how distracted they are, the moment they hear their name, their attention immediately shifts toward the person who made that sound, doesn't it? Knowing and remembering someone's name takes effort. No one bothers remembering the name of someone who doesn't matter to them. But when you do, when you introduce yourself and take the time to remember their name, you're already showing them that you're serious about getting to know them, that you value them. And in return, they'll start to value you too. All right. Now you understand the quickest way to grab someone's attention and how to create a strong, mutual connection. It all starts with a name. Thank you for watching till the end. If you want more tips on how to build strong, meaningful relationships, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to our IC page and channel. See you in the next video.